It's like always, they just want a piece of
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score it here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Man, he hits him in stride. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Washington first down.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lane. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now, faster.
Washington Commanders first down.
77 Wolf.
Washington.
60 Eagles.
$21-0 our score after 1. The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Let's go. Dragon 60 Eagles. Comeback team. Cut.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
His back has been a dependable safety valve. All games they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Ready. Cougar 19. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. And try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a a tough thing to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 license.
To throw is Duggan. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talk to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Commanders 7. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Okay, break.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. Short one here, caught by McBride. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That's good for Commanders. First down.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5. At the Cowboys' 47-yard line.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
60. Here we go. Pack 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Cut 19! Cut 19! 19 tight! 19 tight! Drag him 60!
Back to throw. Daniels to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now! 19, 18! Trap 60! Trap 60! 18, Pioneer! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Trey McBride with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because
touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue with his 6th rushing touchdown of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
But that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no alley to be found. The coverage is solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that end up watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jalen Lane, 75 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Cowboys 42. Commanders 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here we go, set. Panther six, go.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Duggan able to shake him off. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Duggan looking to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
A loss of 6 brings up second and 16 at the Commanders' 45-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Duggan. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Got
40 here for 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go, Rig, go. Dragon 60. Warrior 70. Yep.
Looking to throw. Daniels. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Twist. Ready.
The final shot before break. Dugan. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Jason Saylor is set to kick off.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
13 yards. First down, Washington.
7 o'clock. Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 18. Rattler 8. Go.
To throw is Daniels. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat. 60. Here we go. Check. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Back to throw. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
That's good for a Commanders first down. A pickup of 2 yards.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Finding room at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in for 24 yards out. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And now off to the races down the right side. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
Commanders 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Hiking 18. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now he's into the clear again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 59 yards. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Commanders 28. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And CD, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for them.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Point after, right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Off play action. Dugan. And this one too low. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 232 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready. 60.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dugan. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Sanders' kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept away and boom, over the crossbar.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Play action, now it's Daniels. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And that will be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go, set, ready.
Daniels going to throw for it. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Savon Ribble. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Come on. Ready,
Again, it's Pacheco. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 73 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They find some open field here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Hobbs. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
19 Tiger. Let's go.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
60 back. 19 tight.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading